Welcome back to Mountain Connections. We're going to go from farming to school and community gardens. What do you need to know to help your community, maybe your local school, have a garden? Well, I recently had a conversation all about this. Let's take a look.
Healthy eating habits are formed during childhood, but recent studies show most children don't get enough fruits and vegetables, eating less than one serving per day. And in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, the number of U.S. households experiencing food insecurity has only increased. School and community gardens have long provided spaces to cultivate fresh produce, learning, and a connection with the environment. Over the last 18 months, these urban agricultural spaces have also played a critical role in filling growing nutritional gaps. Today, I have American Heart Association volunteer medical expert, Dr. Frederico M. Asch, cardiologist, and CAULIPOWER CEO, Gail Becker. Thank you, both of you, for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gail, let's start with you. What is a community garden, and what are the benefits?
So a community garden, or as we like to call them, teaching gardens, are these real-life laboratories in schools where kids can not only just get their hands dirty in planting vegetables, but watching them grow, nourishing them, cultivating them, and then most importantly, incorporating them into their diets. This is how kids learn healthy eating impact and healthy eating and why it's so important to their lives. That's why today the American Heart Association and CAULIPOWER are announcing these grants, $2,500 per grant, available to schools nationwide.
Dr. Asch, how can these gardens help increase access to healthy foods?
Well, in addition to the initiative that Gail just described, I think it is very, very important that we learn what is healthy and why healthy food is so important. And that is really the goal of these grants from the American Heart Association and CAULIPOWER. It's about teaching our children how and why these fruits and vegetables are so critical for our daily diet. It's all about understanding that an unhealthy diet turns into obesity, overweight, hypertension, diabetes, and all those things eventually in their adulthood can trigger cardiovascular disease, among many other problems. That's a big problem because cardiovascular disease is the main cause of death in our country.
Gail, how can local schools and communities start their own gardens?
Well, all you have to do is go to heart.org/teaching gardens. Everything you need to know to start a garden and apply for a grant of $2,500 is right there. And what's interesting is that these gardens really served as places for people to get food during the pandemic. They really help nourish the communities that they're in. And it just shows how much these gardens can really become a fabric of the community.
Dr. Asch, any other tips for promoting healthy eating habits in children?
Yes, I think it is very important that we take this as a team approach. And when I say team, I mean our communities, our schools, our family. It is important that as our program tries to help our children learn about this, that this is actually embraced by our families. What does that mean? That means teach our kids how to cook with them, how to prepare them, and why is that each of these products are actually important for their health. So I think an important point to take from here is the teaching gardens will teach the kids, but we need a community involvement, and that includes families, to take this a step further.
And Gail, where can we get more information?
All you have to do is go to heart.org/teaching gardens, and everything you need to know is right there. It's simple, it's easy. The deadline is October 29th. So I encourage everybody to apply for a grant and really make a difference in your community.
Well, thank you so much, Gail and Dr. Asch, for joining us today. Really appreciate your time focusing on how we can grow our own school community gardens, the importance of childhood nutrition and healthy eating habits, and much more. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Stay nourished, everyone.